watch the recording of the session, which I'll post on YouTube and I'll provide a link. And if they want to watch the session on YouTube and respond to the questions, they'll get half the week's credit for participation, and so would you. Meaning that for full participation credit, if you participate in a live session as you did and you answer the questions, then you only need 4 additional substantive postings beyond that for full participation credit for the week. Does that make sense, Mary?
Yes, it does. Or if you do not participate in the live sessions, like most of our classmates aren't, if they post 8 substantial posts over a period of three days or more, then would that be full participation also?
It would be full participation credit. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I was confused for a minute.
Yeah, it is confusing, and if you can help me think of a better way to put it, I'll be grateful to you.
It sounds good, though.
Okay. All right, y'all. Well, again, I wish you a really good evening. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to advertise better, so hopefully we get a little more participation in future weeks. I think it'll be really helpful because the course is going to become more complex as we move forward, especially with the dynamic of learning teams.
Yes.
And by the way, I will be assigning learning teams by Saturday. Okay, so you'll get a note, and I'll provide some level of instructions where you can interact with your learning team.
Okay, yeah, I was going to ask you that because, like in the other classes, would it be like a forum set aside for each learning team?
Well, no, there won't be a separate forum. Actually, you will communicate with your learning team members under you'll have your own tab, you might say.
Okay, that's what I meant.
Under the instruction of the team assignment. So for week 2, the team assignment is learning team charter. So
Okay.
there'll be a set of instructions for the learning team charter, and there'll be a place for you to post a new message for your team under the learning team charter.
Okay.
Instructions.
And you can respond back.
I'm sorry.
Respond back and forward with each other.
Yes, the only people who can see your postings there are me and your fellow team members.
Okay.
The other members of the class who are not in your learning team will not be able to see anything you post. So that works pretty good. And I'll provide instructions about where that is, so your other team members will be able to join you. There are about 3 or so students who have not posted anything to the classroom thus far. They may be assigned to learning teams. Well, they will be assigned to a learning team. But if you can't get a hold of them, that may be why. But that's a week 2 thing. We'll talk about that good deal more next Thursday. Okay? All right. Well, good evening, y'all. And thanks again for joining me. And we'll see you again next Thursday.
Okay. Thank you.
Take care.
All right. Nice speaking with y'all, Thomas and Lakeisha.